Alright, we have a window that fell inside the door, so I'm going to assume it's off track. So what I want to do is pull this panel off and see what the problem is. But first of all, there's a couple screws, some clips holding this up. So you got a little star head screw behind the handle, and then this electric window panel. You can just get a screwdriver and you should be able to get in the back and pop it up like that. And then there should be a screw right up under there. Looks like there should have been one there, but looks like it's gone. So I'll be taking that screw out there. I'll be taking that screw out there. I'll be taking that Phillips head screw out there, and then on that piece there I took it off, and there's another screw there, so I'm going to go ahead and take that one off and see what else is behind there. Alright, I took that screw out from under there and took the star head screw out from this handle panel, and hopefully I can twist this around there and get it off. I can't do it with one hand and one hand holding the camera, so don't forget when you put this back on, this is your lock switch here. It needs to go on that, back on that knob right there, so when you move the switch down, it moves the lock down to either lock or unlock it there. So let me take that off and see what I need to do next. Alright, I got this off, just twisted it up real carefully, and you have to pull the handle all the way out and twist it around to get this off. And I just left the wires on there for right now. I'll see if it's not a big deal. Maybe I can go ahead and take the door off without it, but oh, you know what? I think behind this little light right here is something. Let's just pop this off here, just to see what's behind here. Yeah, how about that? Once I took this off, a little cheap piece of plastic with a reflector on it. There's a big screw on a piece of metal bracket that's holding the panel up. So, alright, I got that screw out, so let's see. Oh, look at that. Isn't that funny? Pull this back, look. Got another big screw. So I'm going to take that screw out, and then, alright, I got that out. So there's one behind here. You need to pick in here and get this other end out, because it's kind of tucked in behind this little chrome frame there. Let's get you a screwdriver and pick that out. And then behind that, voila! Behind that you have another screw, and then once you take that one off, then this door should fall right off there. So anytime you put on this and it's giving you some problems, then there's a screw somewhere. These doors pop off pretty easy, even with these metal or these plastic little clips, because you can tell right there there's little cheap particle board paper that holds this up. Is really easy to tear. So anytime you pull the panel off and it's not coming, don't pull on it. Check for screws. And then once I unscrew this panel is just ready to fall. Look at that. Ready to fall. Just check and see what all you have behind the panel that's going to be hanging from, and see if it's going to rip or not. So it looks like this mirror adjuster here, these cables seem like it's going to hang from it. So, and the door's on the ground, so it's going to take off some of the weight there too. So let's look back here and see what all's broke. I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. Just a matter of trying to get back there and look and see. So they don't give you much room here. workaround. I'm gonna see if I can take this off and move this whole thing. Actually, here it is right here. This little ball right here. That little ball that you see right there should go on the bottom of the glass. There's a piece of metal frame on the bottom that the glass sits on. There's a little plastic little socket that that little ball right there sits on. So now, since I got the window up, I'm gonna try to pull the window up with my hands and see if I can get up under there. Alright, I got in there and got the window up. So, and here's the bottom of the window. A little metal bottom track there that the window sits in the groove there. And then on the bottom of that groove there's a track. See, there's supposed to be a piece of small metal or a piece of plastic that ball sits into, and it's supposed to roll up and down the track. And then I don't see that anywhere. So the track doesn't have that on there. So that tells me right there that it's broke. Alright, I got this other panel off on the passenger side. So I'm going to kind of see if I can see the track on this. The window's all the way up, so I'm going to have to let it down some. Let's see if I can use this here. What's going on? There we go. Here it is. That's funny. Look at this. This is what goes in that track that I showed you earlier on the other door that that was the window sits in. Alright, I got the window down. There's the it's supposed to be the track. Oh, look at this. I pulled this out of the bottom. This whole thing fell slap off the bottom of the window. But anyway, so let me see if I can't put this up there. Let me move this piece. Alright. Alright, I got this piece of plastic off there. And here it is. This is what the little ball on the end there goes into, and this piece of plastic actually slides into this track right there, and it rolls in this track when you let the window up and down. That ball goes right there in the center hole. So normally if you wanted to fix that, you would take all this out, replace this. This is all one piece. This plastic, this knob, all this is one whole package. But what I do is get this piece of plastic, take it at work, and make another one of these. See, this one had fell out of here. The very ends are real brittle over time, and they come out of this track, or they break off this nut and they break in half. Oh, I'm just gonna make one of these, put it back in this track, pop this ball back in it, and it's not going to be as strong if you bought this part new, but as long as you don't take the window and have somebody push down on it or try to roll it down while it's frozen or something like that, and then you won't have any problems as long as you don't do nothing like that. So once I put that back in, put everything back together, the window should roll up and down.